Hello everybody. I'm Allan here. Welcome to my poem reading. Today I'm going to read a few poems for you, which will be quite good. I hope you enjoy them. And it'll be very good. I'm going to read some poems I wrote over the week. I might read a few old poems, which you probably would have heard before. And I might even just read, there's a few I wrote over the weekend too, which you should enjoy. Okay, here's the first one. Last week on Saturday, it was actually on Wednesday to Saturday, South Australia beat Queensland in the cricket. Go the mighty South Aussies! Go the mighty South Aussies and Manenti and all them. Here's the poem. South Australia, I do love. Come on, South, come on, South. Shield final is yours today. We're bound for South Australia. Come on, South, beat Queensland. Oh, yeah, bow, bow. It was good, they did it in a day. But bound for South Australia. Thanks to Carey and Sanger. 200s in one day. The Crows are the champions of the country, Australia. Though they hit nerves with two batters, oh yeah, what a match. But Manenti and Sanger came in the end, bound for South Australia. The shield is ours, oh yeah, first for 30 years, mate. We won the 1 day and the 4 to 5 day matches, bound for South Australia. Both was very good, yeah. Cool, man, what a match, oh yeah. We had to keep up with it, but the wicket last ball yesterday gave us the win. Cheer for South Australia, because we needed 2 days and for not much runs. Champagne is squirting up. Getting drunk, we party all night. The South Australian cricket team is the real pride of South Australia. Go Redbacks, go Crow Eaters, party on South Australia. Get down and party. Ooh. That was I wrote that on Saturday just after they won the Sheffield Shield final, and I really must admit, I really enjoyed the match. I thought they played very well. So yeah, everybody sort of think, oh yeah, go to mighty South Australia, but I do support them. I like South Australia and I love this city. I live in Canberra, but I love South Australia. Beautiful city, everything's right. Fish and chips in a cone, beautiful. And I'd like to tell you something. I've been trying to reduce my weight a bit. So I've actually started up like easy meals, which is not as much. I used to eat big portions of big meals, like a big dish of stir fry, and I used to eat the whole thing in one go. And I was just thinking, instead of doing this, I might actually just pay. It costs just as much to eat the easy as it is to buy groceries in the shop and do the same thing. And it might cost a bit more of a easy, but it's a great deal and it's beautiful food. Don't get me wrong, it is beautiful food. And it's a fantastic opportunity, fantastic meal. And the meals are quite good. They've got smoothies in the morning. They've got all sorts of lovely lunches and snacks. And then they've got a nice dinner. And they've also got a few other things, protein shake as well. And it's really good. And I had a protein shake at night. I shouldn't, but I do. Okay, here's another poem I'm going to read for you. This one's a bit different. Just going to see if I can find it. This one's called Precious Minds Think Alike. I hope you like it. It should be good. Tonight we are enjoying our trek around, sailing throughout the town, enjoying every moment, oh yeah. Having a methane smoothie, it tastes like fucking shit. And on Earth, tipping point is on TV, but it drives me crazy. Because more people want the money. The mystery just goes off the wall. And I think of a former girlfriend. She thinks of me and says, and that is why precious minds think alike. You see, God loves you despite of all the bad things you do, or the Christian sins you create, the animal you ate, precious minds think alike. Going to a nightclub, dancing with the girls, buying them a drink, then saying that you love them is really worth a lot. You see, if a baby gets born, and no matter what the family enters, the mother and father will be blessed. It cried all the night, keeping parents up, but it still looks cute to me. But that is why precious minds think alike. You still love them despite. When you watch the news, seeing mothers losing you before her, and seeing people commit violent crimes, saying to it, don't you do that. And cancer, mate, well, it can strike you at any age, good or bad, child or adult. It takes time off your life, which isn't really good. But you love them despite of all that. But mate, that will happen. If only had the good, like being Robin Hood, then play at your local school and you are the great Dennis Lilly bowling at a cricket match at the local oval. Or are you Albanese running Australia the way a left-wing man sees fit? But what if you were Ivan Milat and everybody hates you, knowing what you've bloody done? And that is why precious minds think alike. I will love you despite you're the person that people hate or one that people love. You could love to hate and hate to love everything about each person you will see. Precious minds think. Precious minds think. Precious minds think alike. And I hope you enjoyed that. I wrote that because I sort of think I always had it in my mind that a proper band was singing it, and I knew, why do I pretend like that? Why don't I just read the poem and hear it's mine? It is mine. No one else created it. And it sort of talks about the world and talks about how different aspects of the world is going. Well, as you know, Easter's coming up in a few weeks' time, and I've got an Easter poem I think that you would probably love. It's called Last Easter You Gave Me an Egg. Last Easter you gave me an egg. The very next day it melted away. This year, to save you from tears, the egg will be very special. Melt chocolate all over your egg, filling it with lovely chocolate. And every year gets given away to so many great people. Last Easter you gave me an egg. On the next day it melted away. The year to save you from your tears, the egg will be very special. You see, as you eat your egg, it will melt in your mouth, and every day your mouth and hand are brown, and that isn't very perfect. Last Easter you gave me an egg, and that very egg just melted away. This year, to stop all the tears, I will give it to my mate who is special. Chocolate, chocolate, chocolate! Tasty, tasty, tasty. Remember Willy Wonka? That sounds like a good place. No getting high on cocoa bean. Yeah, actually, I wrote that a long time ago, but I was just thinking it's very good because I love chocolate, but I'm trying not to have too many. But in this Light and Easy package, they give you a few chocolates. They don't say no, I can't eat anything. They give you this beautiful chocolate, it's beautiful. But they only give you a little bit. They don't give you what you used to be eating. They give you just a sort of meaty bar full of it, or a nice little thing for the chocolate drops. And it's a trial mix for the chocolate drops. And it might give you a few other things as well. So I hope you enjoyed that sort of thing. I'll see if there's any other. I'll read now. The man down the pub says, "You're like us, man." Have you ever heard of that when you were a kid? If you haven't, you're probably not like us, but ever listen. When you go down to the pub just to have a drink or two, or free, and you don't know what to say to people, and you say the wrong words as someone is hitting on a girl you like, that makes him want to fight you outside. And also you ask another girl if she wants to dance with, and your girl gets jealous, and then you run into this man and you said, we shouldn't meet like this. And then he went to his seat and said, you're like us. And he sat there saying, you're like us for about 15 minutes. And then you buy a beer for another person. And he says he only drinks light. You stop and stared at him for a while. And then you say, light beer, what gives, dude? And you don't understand him. But you know one thing for sure. If he doesn't want light beer, there will be sure as hell be enough for him. Then you go to the man in the pub who says be like us, and you asked him whether you are cool, and he said you're cool because you play sport and go to the movies. And you're really cool because you love to talk to take the ladies out to party. I will party and I will have a great time. And at the end of the night, I'll say you're like us, man. You're too old to be a kid. No, mate, you're like us. And he will show you his front row teeth, and they will clean very well. Yes, dudes, the man who says like you're like us, man, listen to him and learn how to be a cockhead. Man. Sometimes when you actually get out there and party in the street and you get really totally blind and drunk, then that's when the problems start happening. And the only reason why this went like us, man, to me is because I was probably drinking or I was doing something that the men do, and it was really hard. I don't know why I put it up for so long. I just did, and it was hard to do it. But it's a good poem, and it just teaches you a bit about how to actually work. I just like looking through poems sometimes. I've got so many poems. I can read a few and not read a few, you know. It's fantastic. Now, Graham Kennedy, I used to love writing about the people who in the TV land who they go up to space. He's dead now. Who goes up to space or the heaven or nirvana, whatever you want to call it, and sings songs like, and does performances up there like they did on Earth. But I tried to bring it down here, so that's what my old passion was. Well, here's a passion that I used to write. It's a great year for coming around, and everyone is enjoying themselves, having fun and getting pissed, and enjoying themselves in everything they do. Come on, baby, use your brain in every night and every day. I have a party for everyone. Yeah, that makes me feel so great. Oh yeah, I am so great. And also I feel so cool. This is where I am now, so you have to deal with it, dude, you stupid fool. Come on, mate. Come on, mate. We are the men and women too. I love you and you love me, so everybody has come and get down. This makes me feel like I'm the happiest man in the whole wide world. Yes, I feel so happy and I feel so gay. Oh yes, oh yes. This is my greatest feeling of all time. Come on, dude. This is the time that everybody is going fine. And I don't forget, I am yours, your friend, and you have no guts. And you have no class. And come with me, you stupid ass. And I said, no way, you have no class. But man, oh man, I am so cool. This is my way I developed. The life and the living in real and exciting life of being in the doldrums of the tragic life. Oh yeah, I'm so cool. Yeah, I don't know what Graham Kennedy would think, but I'm actually really. Sometimes you can say you don't care, and sometimes you think that maybe you do care a little, or maybe you just care a lot. But who cares if you're having fun? And fun is more important. This is another poem I wrote recently. It's called As Fresh as a Daisy. Now, everything could be as fresh as a daisy. Your head could be as fresh as a daisy before someone punches it. Or your head could be a real maniac. And you think, listen. A flower is like a lady who helps you to be healthy. And sports is something that you love to watch to keep your mind active. And overall, the best thing is that you must look after your needs. But what a lady tells you, you watch too much sport and you eat too many hot dogs. And when you're watching it, you see the lady will say, you will look as fresh as a daisy if you listen to me. Oh yeah, you will look as fresh as a daisy, baby. D dot 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 D. You see, you see my way. Can get you that fresh, your mind will feel better too. If the people tell you what is right for you, just yell, fuck you! You see what happens if you try your way. What it will do for me. Will it make me happy, like a happy chappy, and make me celebrate life? Oh yeah, I will be as fresh as a daisy if I stop listening to you. I want to be fit in my own way, you see, to be as fresh as a daisy, a mighty, mighty daisy, as fresh as a daisy for me. Oh yeah, bow, bow, bow. Ooh. Yeah, I hope you said it. There's another one I wrote. This next one. I was given a bit of feedback about this when I had to put it on my Johnny Georgie Brown website for Hello Poetry. And they said that there's no shopping malls anymore. And I actually sort of think there is shopping malls. You still see them a lot around. The warehouses are sort of big, but there's more shopping malls than warehouses. So I decided to write this poem, and hopefully that you'll understand that there are still shopping malls in this world. I am buying a lot of groceries down by the shopping mall. Buying CDs and records and cassettes down by the shopping mall. Buying a huge television set down by the shopping mall. And also buy a big double bed down by the shopping mall. Down by the shopping mall, oh yeah. Feed your face and with food in the food court down by the shopping mall. Or go to the cafe for a tasty down by the shopping mall. Or a hamburger from Grilled down by the shopping mall. Get a bottle of alcohol from Dan Murphy's mate down by the shopping mall. Get knickknacks from Dollar Pop, Smart Dollar and the Reject Shop down by the shopping mall. Or go to a material shop to buy things for your craft, or also making clothes down by the shopping mall. Go to Kmart or Target down by the shopping mall. Down by the shopping mall, oh yeah. Get your money to go overseas down by the shopping mall. Go to your doctor's appointment down by the shopping mall. Get your medication from the chemist too down by the shopping mall. Get a haircut from barbers and hairdressers down by the shopping mall. Get your money from the bank, you see, down by the shopping mall. Weigh yourself to go to the toilet and let your kids ride the toy car down by the shopping mall. That is the way of the world, oh yeah. It's true though, like people, there's people who want to say something. And I get a lot of feedback. I get a lot of good feedback too. So I'm not exactly against them actually saying that. I just sort of say that, there are some more in the world. And I'm mentally ill, and I haven't got very much money, so I can't really afford to do these warehouse things over the internet. So I think that shopping mall's always a thing that you'll be believing in, if you know what I mean. See what else is around. This is a small poem. This is about my grandma and my nana. And it's just a small little poem. Just only go for a second, I think. Little Nanny and Big Granny. Little Nanny and Big Granny. You see, Granny has turned punk when my auntie moved next door. You see, Granny has turned all punk, like a punk music granny who loves life. Yeah. Nanny's always little, but Granny's always been big. Big Granny, little Nanny. Shouldn't say Nanny, you should say Nana or Nona or something like that. But really, there's a lot of great poems on the internet. These are not other people's poems. These are my poems. I wrote them. And I know I've been told I've got a very good... Listen to this poem. It's called Flip Your Lid. Have you ever flipped your lid and knew about it? It's a poem called Flip Your Lid. Flip your lid, darling, flip your lid. Never want to flip your lid ever in my life. You see, it is mighty hard to flip your lid, darling, flip your lid. It is mighty hard to flip your lid and blame it all on God. You see, if I flip my lid like a marble that is being flipped to the other side of the room, flip your marble to the other side and feel happy about it. Flip your lid, darling, flip your lid. Never wanted to flip your lid ever in my life. Flip your lid at Christmas, flip your lid at New Year's, flip your lid at Tamworth, flip your lid at Australia Day, flip your lid at Valentine's Day. Just flip your lid all over the place, always filled with satin and lace. Just flip my lid, man. Sometimes poems can have a lot more reading into them, or you can read too much into a poem, and it sort of says, Jesus Christ, superstar, running around in my underwear. Someone else wrote that, but I actually sort of love just reading poems on the computer, and I really think, because what you do, it looks different on the computer. Like, if you just read a poem in front of an audience, I sort of think that anyone who watches is my audience anyway, but if you read the poem on the audience, you're sort of saying, oh no, you sort of lose interest. But then when you read on the poem, you can look however you want, the backdrop can look however you want, Amazing. See what else is around. Might read a whole concert from Saturn. The first song. Shot through the heart, hang on, yeah, fool. You give Dad a real serve. You see, I wanted to party all day, you see, giving Dad a real serve. Making Dad art real full. I know it's hard, you see, that is true. You promised Dad heaven by putting him through hell. Your school friends wonder why. Because when you were young, you were shy. Dad said, why don't you hit me? I said, no, I just want to make you feel like a real bad fool. Shot through the heart, hang on, yeah, fool. Yes, I acted like a real tool. Dad hated me. I made him want to die and come back to life in his next life. You see, I noticed a man like Dad. He didn't notice I was really, really bad. Okay, next on the second concert. There's not no hard poems, it's just easy ones. I am the troubled briny, I party all the bloody night. I love my life and I am ready to rock. You see, I am a real party dude that is briny. Can't you hear Judas Priest on the radio, matey, mate? One for all and all for one, or you see, briny. Enjoying every aspect of life, oh yeah. You see, I am the cool briny. Party is my middle name. You see, I drink down the champagne. And as I toast my art, I will go back to the club to dance the 80s tracks. One for all and all for one. Partying with Bryony. Yes, I am party dude. Yes, I am. Oh, yeah. Okay, I won't read the next one. It's about the wallabies. Oh, I wrote about it anyway, so this is it. Here comes the wallabies. Here comes the wallabies. The Aussie wallabies. The wallabies. Probably no hope in beating the All Blacks. Oh, yeah. No more picnic. They won back in 1990, but the New Zealanders are the best team. Here come the All Blacks. Here come the All Blacks. Right with the money. Right with the money. We'll beat Australia to the ground. Oh yeah, made a picnic. Go the mighty All Blacks. Third, this song. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Party right through to Saturday night, the 14th of September, oh yeah. Get down with a bottle of beer as well as a bottle of scotch on the rocks, mate. And sometimes, mate, we should try a bourbon and a tasty Coca-Cola. You see, we're getting drunk and somewhat wrong unless you do it right. You see, I have a strange sex drive and I don't like it. Here's another one. I want a man to talk about my problems. I want a man to talk about my problems too. You see, each problem is a dime a dozen. Going to a restaurant and eating a pudding like a cat of a late friend. Yes, and sir, she is in the crowd. I hear her anxiety pumping really hard. You see, I like heavy metal and shows like The Simpsons and Becca, and watching her daily fix like Jake and the Fat Man and many more. Staying up is another thing. Never going to bed is the worst. She was certainly on her last legs. She is Daxton now in her next life. Her smoking and drinking gave her a few problems, but there were a few positives. That is the key. It was rad. Just wait and see. Okay, there, this one. I hope you don't get the wrong opinion. That's what it's all about. I believe in previous lives. You can tell that now. I don't believe in this nonsense God up there trying to bring us all up there. I believe this is what's going to happen. A kid's going to look at this in the future and say, oh, he's great. I could be him. 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, speed. Party all day with a need to greed. I want to see what happens next. I think what happens next is you get a broken head. Going to the cricket match to watch Travis Head. Hit a 6 and a 4 and a 2. Fun for me and also for you. I was diagnosed with a mental illness. A lot, in fact, and it ain't cool. Sing, drink, dancing, Coke bottles, dance. And if they met a tab can, it is time to romance. You see, tab was known as a ladies' drink. Going to the footy to cook for the players, hungry, bloody herds. Drinking a wine, feeling divine, with your son wife and in a club with nerds, or New Year's Eve open a bottle of your finest champagne. Then on a skateboard came your best friend, Bruce Bloody Wayne. Okay, this is the last one of that little section. I write a few concerts on stage. This is my way of getting it to you on Earth. Also the computer world. Hi everybody, Hi everybody. Hi Dr. Brian. Today, everybody, you are going to meet my family and how they are nice to me. And my niece is coming to show off her baby bump. And my other niece who loved to hang around. My brother is there to celebrate the moment, and I wanted to be with Pat. But I thought I was being a normal person who loved being with friends. But my dad said, no. You are none of those. I yelled at him, saying, you are a fool. You certainly are a person to break no rule. Everybody was doing what they do until one day I yelled at my family and I told them all to go to hell. Maybe I said, oh well. And then the next day I thought they would forgive and forget. But after a family meeting, my brother just quit. He said, I don't have to put up with this. He took his wife and my 2 nieces too, far away from you. And my mum said yes. He didn't surprise me there. He takes no shit from nobody. And my friend was known as a man who was teasing even if you had the measles. Goodbye. That's not actually goodbye, that's the end of that one. And I hope you enjoyed that. Imagine that's sort of read by the visions you have in your head. I try not to put names in it because I think sometimes names make it worse. Let's see this one. Okay, this is my next poem. It starts off like this. See if you like it. When I was a little baby, I came out of my mother and I probably cried. I remember being a happy baby. I used to love water. My mum's dad gave me a tea in a saucer and he hosed me down and I used to love it. I love my little cuddly dog and my lovely blue car. I washed it. My daddy washed the main car. When my mummy washed the dog, I didn't want it, which was amazing. Seeing I love a lot of teddy bears now. I used to love sitting with my friends and family because I was a real family baby. And when my brother was born, I was excited until my brother cried. And I started to wonder why he would cry. But I do know what babies cry is what babies do. I love to play on my videos, and my dad's dad did for us. Me, my brother, and my cousin playing around. It was fun. Looking at us. Yeah, it's pretty cool. 35. Yeah, we're getting sort of close to the end. I hope you're sort of enjoying this. This is great. Being around, being onto the reading poems again, making sure that I don't care how my clothes look. These are my pajamas, but who cares? And it's all cool to me. There's another poem I'd actually like to read as well. I'll just check if it's still there. I'm just looking for another poem. Like, name one thing that you like to do in a day. Writing is one thing, and then if you're having problems writing, like a writing block or something, you just read. This is what I love to party with. I love to party with Patrick. I love to party with Pat. We don't drink too much because we're the cool for that. And that means we don't end up on the floor. We will party in the entire city to soak up the atmosphere, which is great. I love to party with Patrick because Patrick's me mate. I love to party with Robert. I love to party with Rob. We will drink each other under the table, and we will lose a couple of bob. We will party in every nightclub and soak up the atmosphere, which is great. I love to party with Robert because Robert's my mate. I love to party with Thomas. I love to party with Tom, and we will drink. We'll party with Dick and Harry too, and the fever will be electric, just like an atomic bomb. You see, we will party in every sports club and soak up the atmosphere, which is great. I like to party with Thomas because Thomas is my mate. I like to party with Jack and Jill. Yes, Jack and Jill, who will like to party with us. You see, we'll send them up the hill to get the water, and after that we'll drink in their health. You see, we party with them all night, and yes, we'll soak up the atmosphere, which is great. I like to party with Jack and Jill. Yeah, dudes, they are my mates. So Patrick, Robert, Thomas, and Jack and Jill, yes, they're all my mates. Superb! Look, I actually like thinking about the partying days. I know it's hard to think about, but it's not really. It's a great opportunity. Yeah, so we're going to be finishing soon. Just got to do one more. It's another one I wrote. It's called I talk too much. And when I was young, I used to talk too much. Still do, but in a different way. It's a long one, so just bear with me, okay, dudes? I talk too much about playing football and doing art like a shit-stirring old man. And I talk about partying in the street and how I can have fun doing what I want to do. I talk about baseball and cricket and who will bloody win. I talk about my favourite bands and what I think they should play rock and roll, blues, and a tad of jazz, and kids' music, Christmas carols, songs about the Easter Bunny, and anthems of 4th of July, as well as scary music for Halloween. I just love to talk, mate. And if you keep on talking brainy, it will be a fun day for all. I talk about fun days, about superheroes, nightclubs, children playing, oh yeah, I feel good. I also talk about rugby league, rugby union, Aussie rules, basketball, and I talk about my favourite team, Canberra, Penrith, Parramatta, Newcastle, and New South Wales Blues. They won, yay. And I go for Brumbies, Wallabies, even one from New Zealand, and Carlton, Sydney, Port Adelaide, Fremantle, and Brisbane, GWS Giants from aerial ping pong. And I like it a lot. I like to talk, and if you keep on talking, Brian, it'll be a fun day for all. I talk about hot pants, cold potato chips, going. How'd your hot pants, cold potato chips going? You're a cool dude, don't deny it. I talk about KFC, Kingsley's, Lado, Cherry Bean, and they have really cold, really good food. I talk about house parties, club parties, park parties, where the music is pretty rad. I like 50s, 60s, 70s and 80s, 90s as well. I hate rap, hip-hop, trashy love songs, wild hogs, no dogs. But I am starting to get used to them. I talk while we play Yahtzee and being artsy and watching a TV show. I talk to Mum. I talk to my other mum. I talk to my brother, cousins and aunties and uncles. And to Buddha, who knows where the dead are when they move to their next lives. I talk all the time, but if you keep on talking Bryony, it'll be a fun day for all. I talk to Christians about why they choose heaven, and Muslims why they want to kill, and Catholics why they go after the young, and I like Jews and Buddhists. And I love to talk. I say, yo, it's Brian, and I'm here to say, talking is the fun thing I do all day. Even politicians and get a mention. I like the left wing who likes like the poor, and the right wing don't give a toss. Put right wing on attention, and boy, I love to talk about myself. Yes, I don't get a mention. And if you keep on talking Bryony, it'll be a fun day for all. It'll be a fun day for all. Okay, that's all we've got time for. Hope you enjoyed that little poem reading time, and I hope you can enjoy many more. There's been a few things there, but there's nothing went wrong, so let's have a look. Okay, catch you later, dudes. I keep on talking Bryony. Ooh.